What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to our short little jaunt through Mordheim. I'm excited about this game. I'm pretty excited about it. I like it a lot, actually. I like this game surprisingly more than I expected. I thought that it was just going to be like another, Warhammer cash-in, I suppose, because they didn't really do much with the first Space Hulk game. Like, I enjoy Space Hulk, but I'm actually really glad with how good this game actually is. Let's see, what's my easiest way to rendezvous with everybody else? Where the hell is this guy? This guy is way off in the boonies. This dude is out here, so they're actually behind me. Okay, so let's go back. Let's get our point back here so we don't waste it. And since they're all behind me, I guess that I'll just jump. And if we take damage, we take damage, I guess. Okay, so we succeeded at our roll. Looks like there's another guy hanging out in there with an axe. It looks like they gave us a bunch of small feeder units too. Oh, that cost him all of his AP to do that? That's surprising. I guess I'll leave him on Overwatch, I guess, since we don't really have a choice. But we're doing pretty well in this combat so far. The Skaven have managed to lump up a little bit on this guy, which I think is going to affect us over the long term. I guess he made his stupid roll. I'm not really sure. I'm going to start with this little guy right here. And so Smoosh. Down he goes. I've never met a rat a hammer can't handle. This was actually kind of a terrible tactical decision on the part of this Skaven. When you're playing Skaven, you want to stay as far away from their mega DPS characters as you can. Really, he has a dodge stance? That surprises me, but you know what? Maybe he's more agile than he looks. Maybe he's got kind of like a rolling sort of agility. I don't know. Over here... Oh, he's got a big badass claymore. That thing's awesome, like a Flamberge or like a Zweihander or whatever the hell you want to call it. They'll probably call it a Zweihander in this world because everything's German in Warhammer 40k. Okay, so we can't get through the rubble right there. How can we access the other side of this map then? It looks like I can maybe go through this building and then jump down. I'll give it a shot. Oh no, we have an enemy right there. Okay, so let's start off the combat right here. Cool. I feel like he has really skinny legs by comparison to the upper body strength it would take to wield that sword properly. Like, I do feel as though he might need to hit up leg day slightly. Just get some of those leg presses in. Just do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Alright, so we've got him in position. He is so unarmored. If I was that guy right now, I'd be this sucks, man. Everybody else got breastplates, like dual-wielding ridiculous stuff. I'm over here by myself. Conrad Schleiser. I thought his name said Conrad. I thought it said Conrad Scheiser first. I was like, oh, well then. I guess he wears his family history right on his sleeve. I think we will go. So he's got to go behind himself in order. Oh man, there's nothing over there. Alright, well let's go back and behind. And I think we should be able to rendezvous over here somehow. I hope. What's he got going? Oh, they're actually inside this building right here. Okay, so I am interested in trying to rescue this dude. If I can get into combat, I would really prefer it. Maybe help out slightly. Oh, he missed the attack that we needed him to make, and he's one of our principal DPSers too, so that's bad. Oh, we might lose that little guy that's overwhelmed at the moment. I guess that horseman is like a scarecrow or something because we didn't get to play him. Alright, we got a nice little attack off right there. He's going to have to choose if he wants to disengage or jump back into combat with us. He chose to disengage, which is an interesting choice. Oh, it's because they've got more Skaven on the way, so they're reinforcing. We've killed off a big chunk of that. We've killed off a giant chunk of their warbands so far, but later on, from what I've heard, essentially the developers are going to make it so that your warband is customizable, so you can build it out of the units that you want. They've said that they're also going to make it... Oh, he's actually not that hurt. Julian Volker's okay. They're also going to make it such that... I guess I'll work on this guy. I don't know. Ooh, critical hit right there for 41. Big Jurian bringing it on down. Go for the kill. And there it is, out of action. We've managed to take one of those filthy little rats out of the way. I'm going to leave him on dodge stance, I guess, even though it's only a 50-50 chance. It's not really the best stance to leave him in. Oh, we're actually not even at a round 1 right now? Okay, so this combat was joined a lot quicker than our first combat. This one actually put us right up in it. He disengaged for some reason. I couldn't tell you why, but he did. I feel like we have overwhelming force right now. Is it just me, or does it feel like we have a lot more units than the Skaven have? I don't know. I feel like the Skaven should outnumber us slightly. I mean, we are a little bit bigger than them. Ooh, critical hit right there on our unarmored friend. A double hit for 2930, but he's got the ogre right behind him. I suppose that it sort of depends if he makes his stupidity rolls in the next turn. I mean, I think we've gotten very lucky in this playthrough in that I don't really want to blind my own units. I would totally go for blinding light, but I feel like I would blind my own dudes if I do that, so I'm going to try and stay out of it. We have a 5% chance for a potential... No, not blinding light. Cancel blinding light. I wanted lightning strike. What does concentration do? Hold on. Increase the warrior's casting chances for the next spell by 5%. Only valid if the next action is a spell. Oh, so do that. Concentrate a little bit. Go ahead. Make like some orange juice. There we go. And so now he's got himself a better chance for lightning strike, maybe? I don't know. I guess I'll start with that one over there. Lightning strike! I call upon the power of Sigma! Zappity zappity. That's what the sound effect would, if I made the game, it would actually be my voice going zappity zappity every time you do like a spell. I think that that would be hilarious. Dodge chance up. I think these rats over here definitely don't have themselves... Did his hourglass just adjust based on the fact of whether it was his turn or not? The hourglass on his belt looked like it filled up based on how many AP he had left or whatever. That would be a really, really cool little detail, actually. That would be one of those things that I would like in this game. I like little feedback things like that. I don't know. A lot of people would say that it's dumb and it's not worth the development time, but I like little things like that. I mean, if you've got nothing else going on, might as well kind of work on it. I think some of these guys are never even going to get into combat. That's my first inclination, is that some of these guys aren't even going to be able to make it over there. Especially considering we've got to get up and around. Oh, we can't stop right there. We're inside somebody else's influence. There we go. I want to use the guy with the gun really, really badly. He looks like he's got himself kind of like a, I don't know, Winchester repeater or something. Yeah, get worked, you little rat bastard. You literal little rat bastard. Most Skaven don't know who their dad is. Skaven kind of, they just sort of Zerg mob when they breed. I don't know. Ooh, a double Overwatch right there. You didn't see that one coming, did you? What? Oh, that was a dumb move by the rat. I think the AI definitely needs work, and in fact, I don't think that this is a game that you're meant to play against the... Where's the enemy that I see right here? It says that I could take a shot at somebody. Oh, I can take a shot at him? Can I do... Is the aimed any better? We just have a generic shoot? Alright, go for it. Okay, I like the delay, like, swoop! Ah! And then you get that little... I like that. It's funny to me. I don't know why. There's something humorous about a long delay in between somebody getting shot with a crossbow. I don't know. I can't tell you what it is, but it's definitely there for me. There was the inclination in my mind to start laughing. Moving around behind enemies doesn't really help with anything, but I do it anyways by just kind of habit, I suppose. This is a sharp with Russus Kabak. Wow, Russus Kabak sharp whisker. All right. Well, not the greatest chance to hit, and additionally not the best chance to deal damage. He's going to get a counterattack on us, but frankly we're winning so substantially right now that I don't really care in the first place, so I'll just soak the damage. It'll be whatever. He's got stripy poofy pants. No cod pieces yet, though, weirdly enough. There's always a lot of cod pieces in Warhammer Fantasy, and I don't see one just yet. Over here, I think I'm going to help out. We'll shoot. There it is. 18 damage done to him. Go fishing for a crit, maybe. I'm going to reload him. He may try to disengage from combat and attack this guy, but he should have a sword and board on him in case he gets caught in melee. So, things to remember whilst playing the game. He needs to reload, so I'm just going to get him started with that right now. Leonhard von Heinzer. That's a pretty substantially large name. I mean, it's not a huge name, but it's a name that commands respect for sure. If I knew somebody whose last name was von Heinzer, it'd be Leonhard von Heinzer. That's what I named my first kid. Everybody's gonna be terrified of him. That's a name that sounds scary. What does Daredevil Mastery do? The warrior enters a careless state of mind until the next turn. His melee damage increases by 150%, but his melee resistance suffers a penalty of 40% until the next turn. Does Gret. Alright. So, let's just put him... Can I attack from right here? Oh, good, I can. He made his fear check, unfortunately. I guess I'll just smack him in the face or something. Seems like a good way to use my ogre. That seems like the best way to use an ogre. Is be like, yeah, smack him in the face or something. There we go. And so covering our screen with rat blood, we've managed to finish the combat. Which means that now I can come around and wipe this guy out too. He's going to do a fear check, and he makes his fear check. He's got a way higher dodge chance, though. We still made the roll, though, and got a critical hit. I feel overpowered right now. I mean, the rat's made a really, really dumb decision in the first turn going after... He's only got a 45% chance to hit. That's like nothing. That's low enough to where he could double miss, conceivably. Yeah, and in fact he did, unfortunately. I guess I'll put him back into dodge chance. He hits really hard, and he's got a high dodge chance too, which makes me pretty happy. Over here on this side, we gotta figure out what we want to do. I'll probably go after... Oh, I can only go after him. Oh, another dodge. Come on now. These dodges are really... They're digging us in. Digging us in real deep. Getting us in up to the elbow, that's for sure. He's gonna disengage and run the hell away. I would do similarly. And he's probably going to be successful at it. Oh good, we managed to dodge that attack right there. So I'm pleased with that. On this side, we've got a double attack on this little dude, which unfortunately is going to be obscured by the side of the building. These sorts of things tend to happen in turn-based games when it comes to buildings being inside your attack radius. His dodge chance isn't that great, but we've almost finished off that rat right there. He's got kind of like a bulge piece going on. That's almost like a cod piece, but not quite. He's definitely got buttons arranged around his bulge for easy access so that he can just like whip it out real quick if he needs to. I respect that. You never know. Oh, he stunned my character. Why would you do such a thing? Another crit right there too, so they're definitely taking the knife to him medium style. Okay, so he soaked another hit right there, unfortunately. On this side, we're probably going to need to save him. Let me see. Let me use blinding light here. I want to use blinding light for once. There it is. And I'd like to get... So what's the radius of this? Oh, you can actually kind of steer it around. Since my other guy is like knocked out anyways, I may like sabotage my side here just to see what this does. Blinding light! Oh! And so, debuff. Did I just debuff myself too? Oh man, I just flashbomb myself like an idiot. That's no fun. Alright, well at least they're all like dazzled. They've all got like their razzle dazzle going on right now. It's kind of strange how the spell's AoE controls. It's Warhammer Fantasy, it's grimdark. I'm gonna kill my own unit because I can. No, it didn't kill him, but okay. I don't know why he just did concentration. It looks to me like his hourglass is like filling and going down as he gets lower and lower on tactical points. I can't really tell. Maybe I'm just imagining it, but it looks pretty cool to me. On this side, he needs to reload. He's only going to be able to take one shot, but I think he will take that shot. Let's see if he can get that spine taker blight up out of the way. He takes spines, but where he takes them, I'm not really sure. Either way, he's going to have to take his own spine to the graveyard now. Reload his gun real fast. I'm assuming that it's some kind of Winchester because he reloaded that real fast. He was like knock knock, and that's all that there was there. On this side, can you shoot at anybody? No. I mean, you did your job on your previous turn, so I appreciate it, but oh, there's nothing up here either. The maps can be a little bit, well, they can be kind of labyrinth-like, I suppose. It's easy to get yourself disoriented in some of these random fights that take place, especially in these streets and houses where you fight house to house, street to street. It can get very, very overwhelming, and they can be randomly generated too, so basically it can be like one of those things. I actually think that's really good for balancing, actually, is it kind of negates the fact that some players know the maps and some players don't. Randomly generated maps kind of puts people in a position where they have to actually play as they would, as though they'd never played the game before. They can make tactical decisions, but they're stuck in a position where, did he kill his rat over here? Where did his rat go? His rat ran off somewhere. There it is. I could have used the overmap to figure that out, but you know. Oh, they actually tried to join the combat over here. I'm going to try and get rid of him since I can. Oh, he missed. Got to get his eyes checked, unfortunately. I guess I'll reload then. And I suppose if I've still got tactical points left, what I could do is switch weapons, and then I could lock them into melee combat. Oh, I like his axe. That's pretty awesome. I dig that. And so what I can do right here is I can lock them into combat so that they can't disengage and go fight anybody else. I was hoping that that would be a unit of mine, that guy right there with the horse. What does this do over here? Because it said on the map that there's like a wheelie thing over here. What does this do? We're kind of winning anyways, so I want to check and see what this does. Can I push the cart or anything? I think that later on you're going to be able to push the carts or something to block off different ways, because it said that that's an interactable object on the map, or at least it drew attention to it somehow. I can't do much over here, unfortunately. It's like lined up just perfectly where I wasted just enough time running back and forth in between locations. Did I not get my point back or something? Maybe that's what happened. Get my point back. Oh, man. There we go. So that's better. You got to recollect your points, oddly. I don't know. They've made a system where you can roll back your decisions as you're moving around, but this guy's the worst attack power ever. I'm thinking I should probably use him as like a roadblock later on. I'm not going to flee. Hell no. I would get fleas. We should get fleas by hanging out next to these rat men, but that's about the only fleeing that I'll be doing right now. Rissiskak, Sharp Whisker, not a whole lot of damage to be dealt right there. Let me see if I can do anything a bit more. There we go. Ooh, and he missed, unfortunately. That's what you get when you dual wield, man. That's what you get when you dual wield. I'm not going to use Daredevil Mastery. Let's go ahead and just take these guys out. His hit chance seems kind of low, too. Maybe we've just gotten really lucky with our ogre thus far. Oh, he parried it. Wow. That's a mighty little rat guy right there if he could stop that hammer. There we go. But in the end, he managed to hammer his way through it. Not trying to be punny right now, but it just sort of happens. It just sort of happens sometimes. Occasionally a pun comes out. He was stunned, but he's back up now, so I guess I'll just have him join this melee. He's going to miss, unfortunately, with his turn. I'm putting him back in dodge chance. Oh, I shouldn't have done. I think the stun is lowering his chance to dodge or something. I'm not really sure. Something weird's happening right there. Kill him. If you miss again, I will no longer love you. Okay, so now I'm probably going to have him. He actually doesn't have a disengage option. I was hoping he would, but I guess I'll go for a dodge chance. I was hoping that he'd be able to disengage, but it doesn't look like. Oh, cool. They failed their flee check, so we actually won by default. They routed. And so we won. That's going to be, I guess, this is just going to be our short episode series. I'm not going to do much on Mordheim. Once they put the campaigns in, I'm definitely going to hit them, though, full throttle. Once they put in all the cool customizational stuff and the customizable stuff, I guess that's not a real word. Once they put in all the customization, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Once they put that into the game and I can make my own war groups or my own war bands, and then I can equip people with armor and weapons and move things around that I want, I will definitely be playing. So my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here in this short 3-episode series of Mordheim. I look forward to seeing you all when we play the actual full version of the game. If you want to check it out, I've got all the information down below. I will see you all later. Take care out there, everybody, and hi-do.